Already we have discussed this part, what is intra-domain routing protocol and inter-domain routing protocol. So intra-domain is inside an autonomous system and inter-domain is in between autonomous systems, right? Then here we have seen routing protocol. There are two types, intra-domain and inter-domain. Intra-domain, distance vector and RIP, and intra-domain is link state and OSPF. Inter-domain path vector, and based on that BGP is developed. Already I have discussed with you this topic. So mainly today we have to focus on link state routing protocol, right? So in link state routing protocol, all the nodes are connected, right? All the nodes are connected. So this network, we can say this is one topology. This topology contain the node links, how they are connected, up and down, all the information is there. So this information we can store into a routing table. So from the routing table, we'll get this complete information, but it is not possible initially we'll get all this information. So we start with the partial knowledge. So partial knowledge is connected. Then based on after that building a routing table, and then we apply Dijkstra algorithm to find out the shortest path. So in today's practical, mainly we want to implement this Dijkstra algorithm. Okay, so which is very simple. If you see this algorithm, you can easily understand how actually we can implement Dijkstra algorithm to find out shortest path from root node to all the leaf node. We start. Second step is set a route to local node and move it to tentative list. So first node we need to consider as a root node. So we have decided one node as a root node, and after that we moved that node into a tentative list. Then we'll check with that node any other neighbors are connected, tentative list is empty or not. If it is not empty, then among the node in tentative list, move the one with the shortest path to permanent list. So after that, among all the nodes, the one node is decided who having a shortest path. Then add each unprocessed neighbor of last moved node to a tentative list if not already there. If neighbor is in the tentative list with larger cumulative cost, replace it with a new one. Okay. So in this way, actually, we find out the shortest path. How it works? Simply, we are finding out uh, a path which we're having a less weight, right? So that we can reach up to the minimum distance. So we can easily understand this same concept with the help of this example. So here we have one topology in which the five nodes are there which are connected. So vectors and edges are there, and for every edge you will find the weight is there. Right? So A to B the weight is 5, A to C 2. So accordingly we want to apply the industrial algorithm. Now it is very simple. Start with one any number. So started with A, and here the value, the cost is 0. Okay, so started with A. The second one is, now which one is added? B, C or D? Okay, so the node is added who having a minimum cost. So among B, C and D, which node having a minimum cost? C. So in the first step, C is added into a network, and at the same time, C is added into the permanent list, and at the same time, we will find out all the neighbors. If any neighbor is there, which is connected with the C. So A is connected, B is connected, and E is connected. But A and B is already in the tentative list, so we will not add A and B. But E is there, which is not in tentative list, so E is added into a tuple. Now E is there, so the distance is 2 plus 4, that is 6. Okay. Now again we will compare all the vector distance. Okay. So here it is 5, here it is 6 and 3. So which one is less? 3 is less. So this node is added into permanent list. So this D is added into permanent list. Now what is the next step? Now we will identify the node who having the less cost. So the node B having a less cost. So here the 5 is added into a permanent list. We'll find out any node which is not added in a topology. So that time we have to add into a tentative list. Now B is added into permanent list, and after that again E is added into a permanent list. And finally we find out the shortest path from root node to all the leaf nodes. Like A to B, this one is the shortest path. A to C and C to E. This is the shortest path, and A to D, this one is also shortest path. Here you can check how. Suppose A to B is, for example, A to C, C to B. So 2 plus 4, 6. 5 is this. So 5 is the shortest path. No? Again, here, this one is done the path. So 2 plus 4, that is 6, plus 3. So too much high. From this side, 2 plus 5, 7. High. Right? Again, 2 plus 4, 6. So which is far more than the value. Right? So all about the disaster algorithm. And based on the disaster algorithm, this routing table. So how this routing table is created? For example, we have started from node A, and with the node A, the node A is itself, so that's why the cost is 0 for the B. For the node B, the distance is 5. So in the table, 5 is added, and which is directly connected. That's why the next router is dash. Similarly, C, the distance is 2, which is directly connected. That's why dash. D is the C dash, but E is not directly connected. Right? E is not directly connected. This is connected via C. So that's why E is connected via C. And the cost is what? The cost is 2 plus 4, 6. Okay. So in this way, we can update a routing table. And here we have seen the process for the node A. So and so forth, each and every node uh, apply this disaster algorithm and we'll find out the shortest path for the respective node himself. Okay, themselves. So actually, here this disaster in this practical, what we want to do, we want to implement this disaster algorithm. Okay, so the implementation is also very simple. So in the next practical, I will show you how actually we can implement this program and will execute this program as well as our TCP program is remaining, right? TCP socket programming. Explanation we have discussed theoretical part, but the practical execution is remaining. So in upcoming practical, I will explain it, right, with the execution. So first, if you have any question, you can ask me.